Hey everyone, so this is going to be another Oracle card deck review, and this is the Healing Oracle Crystal Reading Cards deck. And this is by Rachel, I think that's how you pronounce her name. Rachelle Charman? Charman, something like that. So, sorry for the lighting, guys. I'm trying to balance this so you can kind of see what I'm showing you, but here is the Oracle card box, and the back of it says this. Let's see, so it's a 56 card deck. And here's this if you want to read it. This box is really cool because unlike most Oracle card decks that open, you know, just like you pop the top off or slide it out or whatever, this deck is cool because it opens from the side. So like this. It's a magnetic clip. So here's a magnet in here, and it pulls over and snaps shut magnetically. So it's like a magnetic box. I'm sure you've seen, so this is like, I guess, a second edition or something. It's like a newer edition. The older edition was like a gold looking box, but it still had the magnetic snap. The only other person I've really seen who's done a review on this, on like the original one of this, is, I'm trying to think of her name. Oh gosh. What is her name? I think her name is the New Age Hipster, I think is maybe her name. I think it's New Age Hipster on YouTube. She did a review on this deck, but the box looked really different. It was like how the old box used to look, but it was like a gold box. Now these cards, I don't really know the difference between that deck and this deck. I've not really looked into that much. But I knew I wanted these cards really bad because I've seen other crystal card Oracle decks, and like they just don't catch my eye. Like these are pretty legit because they look like what crystals truly look like. I mean, they're more realistic. And I'll show you the cards in just a second. Sorry, I'm kind of losing my voice. So here's the guidebook. So it's a pretty big guidebook. It's yeah. So here's like my hand. Here's the guidebook. So it's bigger than like your average like sized Oracle card guidebook. Sorry, I'm trying to fix this lamp. So you'll have better lighting. Okay. So here's the guidebook. It's pretty thick for the most part. Inside, so it's not a colored book. It's just a like black and white book, like most books are. It has like all these different cards in it, and I'll show you each and every card. I'm sure it's got some intro pages. Yeah, like it's got this kind of stuff. I don't know if you can see that or not. But it's just got some pretty cool information in there. Now, on to the actual cards. So I'm going to try to see if I can do this. Like, see, I've got this rigged. I'm terrible at this. I have, like, this little mini tripod for, like, iPhones and Android phones. And see, I've got you balanced on, like, a stack of books right here. And an iPad down here. And I've got this lamp balanced on here, and then my computer over there randomly. But anyways, so I'm trying to balance this on my bed. So yeah, I'm on my bed here with all my shit. And I'm trying to balance this so you all can see. So anyways, since there's like quite a few cards in this deck, I'm going to go ahead and start showing you each and every one and stop rambling. So anyways, this is the first card. So it's Agate. See, agate. There's an image of what it looks like, or what it can look like, I should say. And I guess the key word for it is healthy body. And I'll show you the backs of the cards too, if I can keep Amethyst over there. So it almost looks like I don't know if it's supposed to be like orange, yellow, orange, like calcite, or it's supposed to be maybe citrine or something. It looks more like calcite, like the background, but they all look like that now. They used to have like a kind of a gold background, but with like a rainbow-ish tint to it, and those were how the old backs of these cards, like I guess one of the original printings of the decks or whatever versions of the deck looked, and it looked so much cooler than just this. So I wish they had the old backs on these cards because they were way cooler in my opinion. But anyways, there's agate. Here is amethyst. Again, I'm trying to balance this freaking light. Okay, amethyst. That's meditation. Okay, amazonite, life purpose. Aquamarine. Ooh, that's pretty. Communication. I love how that crystal looks. That is gorgeous. It's one of my favorite ones. Azurite or oh my god, azurite. I don't know if it's azurite or azurite or something like that. I think it's azurite, and it means expanded awareness. That's pretty. I have some azurite actually. I have like 3 pieces, but they're not like extremely colorful. Like somebody who has really cool pieces of azurite is dragon feather, and that's actually how I found out about the stone. Like, I mean, I had kind of come across it before, but I never really worked with it or knew anything about it or used it metaphysically until her. And after that, I actually purchased a few pieces. So, thank you, dragon feather. This one is black obsidian, and the keyword is the shadow. Okay. So this is awakening crystal, and the keyword is emotional healing. And if you look up here, I've noticed there's several cards that say master teacher card. And I don't know much about that because I have not got to work with these yet. I've just flipped through them. So I don't really know what that means exactly. I could look it up. Let's see. That means emotional healing, apparently, for this card. Now, let's see. I know it says in here somewhere. MasterCard. It's got to say what they mean somewhere. Okay, let me see on page 30. I don't know. I don't know what MasterCard means, really. I don't know. Okay, well, anyway, sorry for that long-ass pause. I was seeing if I could figure out what Master Teacher card means, but I don't know. Here's another one, Master Teacher card. This is Ancient Wisdom Crystal, and the meaning is obviously Ancient Wisdom. Ooh, look at those. That's so pretty. The keepers and the triangles. Call them like record keepers, I believe is what they actually call them. But they're really cool. They say they hold ancient information, so perfect. Ancient wisdom. Perfect for that card. Okay, here's black tourmaline and protection. I have a piece very similar to that, actually. And it does do what it says. This is blue kyanite. I don't know why they put kyanite blue, but You know, normally it's blue kyanite, but anyways. Letting Go. That's actually really pretty. I like that. It's a pretty color. I don't know how you pronounce this. I've heard it both ways. I've heard it Boji stones, and I've heard it Bohi stones. So it depends on how you pronounce the J-I in that. So it could be Boji, Boji, or Bohi. I don't know. I don't know how you say it. I've heard it different ways. So anyways, we'll say this word, stones, and it means balance. Now, I don't own any of these, but I've seen some of these at our Mineral and Gem Festival we have every year. They have those there. And I think I'm going to buy them this year because I don't know. I feel like I could totally use some balance in my life. Here's one I had never really heard before. This is, I guess, Brazilianite, I guess. And it's flexibility is the keyword for it. Here's calcite, which I'm very familiar with. Relaxation. Here's citrine. They don't really look like citrine to me, but I guess it is. More yellow citrine instead of orange citrine. There's citrine for abundance. This one I've never heard of either, ever. It's like, I guess you say it like cacoxanite, I guess. Cacoxanite, I don't know. New beginnings is what it means, though. I've never heard of this or seen this, I don't think, ever. Here's another one I'm not familiar with. Crocroite, I guess. And it means sexuality. This one is chrysotile, I think. And it means animals. That almost looks like I don't know if that's just me, but I totally see an animal right here. Looks like the face of a bear or a dog or something. You see eyeball, nose, like that. There's the dark part of the nose. Almost looks like a bear's face or something on that, like through here. I don't know if you see it. Tell me if you see that. Do you see that? Or do you just see a blob? I see like a bear. And it's animals. And that's pretty cool because I just did a video on the Native Spirit Oracle deck and was, just talking about my spirit animal, which is a bear, so maybe that's a sign for me. I don't know. I don't know if anyone else can see it, but let me know if you can see the bear in that card. Cuprite, rites of passage. That's kind of pretty. I actually kind of like that. It's a very neat card, actually. See, some of these I have never even heard of. Like, I haven't really heard of these either. Diopside. I think it's diopside. It means Mother Earth. I know over half these, and then there's like a big chunk of these I don't know. Dioptase, I guess. Heart healing. That's pretty too. Here's a master teacher card. Divine Temple. That's pretty. It means source. So you got this big clear quartz cluster, and then you got this like colorful ribbon around it. Or cloth. That's pretty. Here's Emerald. Compassion. That's pretty. This makes me think of home because one of the main crystals, like main crystals we're known for is emeralds here. And they really do look like that. They're really pretty. So that's pretty cool. This one's called a fairy stone, and it means fertility. Almost looks like a woman sitting, like, kind of in a C shape. Like a baby, holding a baby. Or that could be a symbol for a womb, but it almost looks like a woman to me. don't know if you can see that either. I am just seeing all kinds of pictures in these cards tonight for some reason, which is cool. I used to do this all the time, and then I got to a point where it's like I rarely seen things like that, like outside the box thinking. It's like looking at one of those, like, trippy pictures, like where you can see patterns and pictures and faces and designs and patterns, just stuff like that. And I used to be really good at seeing that stuff, and then for a while I got really bad at it, and I could never see it because I was too much of a rational, practical thinker. And I'm starting to see things again, which is awesome, because to me that just means you're more psychically aware and in tune with like your psychic abilities and like your pineal gland and third eye and all that. So I think that's pretty cool. There's a fire agate for creativity. I quit yawning. Okay, here's fluorite. This is interesting. That don't really look like fluorite to me though, but it's really pretty. Normally the fluorite I'm familiar with, I mean there's purple and green both in the background of this. Like, you know, there's some purple, but there's also green. But the actual crystal that I'm familiar with as far as fluorite is, the color is always like a deep dark teal, turquoisey teal green kind of. And then it's like a bright like amethyst purple. That's always the fluorite I've seen. I've never seen fluorite like this light, like peridot green color. It's spelled like peridot, like the birthstone for August, I believe. Yeah, it is August because that's Stevens and he's August. So yeah, peridot I think is how you pronounce it. But it looks like peridot. But you know, if you look at birthstone crystals, it kind of makes me think of that. Or gemstones, I mean. Here's hematite. That's pretty. Kind of looks like a transformer to me, honestly. I like it though. It's shiny. Plus it's hematite. I love hematite. And yeah, main thing it's known for is grounding. So this is a cool way to learn crystals too, if you're not as familiar with crystals. We're known for our crystals where I live, so I'm very in tune with crystals. I've used crystals my whole life for magic purposes, even as a kid. You know, I just always believed they had magical properties and abilities, and I would always carry them with me. And in my craft, I really incorporate them. It's my favorite thing. Besides candles, crystals are my favorite thing to use in my craft. Like, if I have crystals and candles, I'm good. I don't need any other tool, personally. Here is hiddenite, and it means gratitude. There's a lot of light green colored stones I've noticed in this deck. Okay, red jasper, healthy boundaries. Kunzite, that's a cool one. Kunzite, it's pretty. Self-love, oh, that's neat. Kunzite, I like that. Ooh, one of my favorite stones ever besides fluorite and amethyst. And opal. Labradorite, take action. That is pretty. That really looks like labradorite. Love, 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 love that. Interesting. I would think it would have something to do with psychic abilities more so than take action, but that's pretty cool. I like it. Here's another favorite I've been so drawn to is lapis lazuli. I've been like obsessed with it lately. Whoops, I've been wanting to find like a lapis lazuli pendulum specifically. And ironically, the keyword for it is past life. I know it's great as far as like psychic abilities, awareness, communication, stuff like that. It's great for, but that's cool that they tied it into past lives. That's neat. I love that. Here is, I've never heard of this one. Libyan. I think it's Libyan. I don't know. Gold. Tektite. It sounds like TikTok. Tektite, sorry. Okay. And it means manifestation. I have never heard of that or seen that, but that's kind of cool. It's really bright in this thing. Camera. Here's malachite. Here's another favorite of mine. I've always been drawn to malachite for some reason, which is odd, but I like it. And it means healing. Maybe that's why. Sorry guys for the yawning. I'm still really tired. It's pretty late actually. It's really late. I have class again tomorrow, bright and early. Moonstone. Oh, that's pretty. You see the flash in this moonstone? It's like, I guess this is supposed to be rainbow moonstone to me. It means cycles, and this is another one of my all-time favorite stones. Moonstone cycles. When I said moonstone, I really wanted to say power after that. I'm a huge Sailor Moon fan. Huge, huge, huge. Of both like the original Japanese Sailor Moon like series and the American as well. I first fell in love with the American when I was like 3, and I've been a hard fan like ever since. But I've seen every episode, God, I don't even know how many times, in both Japanese and English. Like, I know them so well. Freaking love Sailor Moon. And when I see that, I always just think of Sailor Moon. And I just love that. It's just amazing. Here is Morganite. Morganite? Yeah, Morganite. Interesting. It kind of makes me think of rhodochrosite, I think is the word. And it's a card in here. I think it's that pink one over there. But it's rhodochrosite, I think is how you say it. It makes me think of that. But this is called Morganite. Yeah, Morganite. It means relationship healing. Interesting. It almost looks like the desert, like selenite stuff. The desert rose stuff. There's another name for it too, and it's not. I keep wanting to say. Is it rose? It's not. I forget. I don't know. I can't remember. Numite. It's not Numanite, but it's Numite with 2 U's, 2 M's. Numite means healer. Interesting. See, some of these cards I've never heard of or seen, so it'll give me a chance to learn them. And then some, are very common. Opal. That's odd they use this fire opal, because that's a fire opal. It might even be considered as a galaxy opal, but to me it's more of a fire opal. And it means joy. Because you've got your regular, like, kind of rainbowy opal. You've got opalite, which it's not really, like, true opal, like 100% pure, but you've got opalite, you've got legit opal, you got fire opal, galaxy opal, / black opal. There's different kinds. To me, this looks like fire opal. I would have just used a regular opal, honestly, but it might have resembled moonstone a little bit too much. Is probably why they did that. Plus, it's got a lot of colors in it. It's pretty. But I just think it's interesting they use a specific kind of opal. Here's Orpiment. I've never heard of this one either. Orpiment. Success. Here's one I know. Petrified wood. It's great for Samhain. And yeah, ancestors. That's why I was going to say it was great for Samhain. And that's actually the keyword. Ancestors. Yeah, petrified wood is awesome if you can get your hands on some petrified wood. It's great to use around Samhain time to connect to your ancestors, anything and anyone that's passed on. Pets, anything. It's awesome. I have several pieces of it. Here is, I guess it's Prehenite or Prehenite means trust. Prehenite, I don't know, but it means trust. Here is Pyromorphite, and it means patience. I think I might have heard of this one, but I don't own any of it. Pyromorphite. Patience. Think of like something morphing into like fire. Pyromorphite. But it don't look very fiery. It's like kind of yellow-green. Interesting. There's a lot of yellow-green stones though in this deck for some reason. Clear quartz. What a beautiful clear quartz tower. We are known for this more than anything aside from emeralds where I live. But yeah, these clear quartz crystals are easy to get your hands on where I live. Here's rhodochrosite. This is an interesting one. Rhodochrosite. Acceptance. This is a very feminine stone because it resembles some very feminine parts. Whoops. So people use it, females mainly, obviously, to connect to the goddess and stuff. And it's a great card to work with, or stone to work with. So it's pretty cool. It means acceptance. There's only a few more. Here's rose quartz, inner child. So I'm guessing that has to do with self-love, finding your inner child, kind of stuff. Here is ruby. That's cool. It looks like the planet Mars to me. Ruby means shine. Totally could be the planet Mars. Shine bright. Like a diamond. In the words of Rihanna. Sorry, I had to throw that in there. I know, I sound like a cheese ball today, or tonight, whatever. Whatever time it is. 2 in the morning, 1 in the morning, whatever. Okay, scolasite? I think it's scolasite. And it means peace, apparently. Kind of looks like selenite a little bit to me. Oh, here's selenite, speak of the devil. Here's another favorite of mine. Spiritual awakening. That's good. That looks more like, I don't know if it looks more like smoky quartz than selenite to me, but I've never seen selenite that looks like that. Interesting. Here's another master card. Master teacher card. Soul connection crystal. And these are the lovers, because there's 2 points together. The lovers. Here is shatukite. Shatukite, that is a weird word. Shatukite, shatukite, I don't know. It means teacher though. It's really pretty. It's a very colorful little spear here. Oh my god, I've got to move my ankle. My foot is like killing me. It's scrunched up like this. Here's spirit quartz. See little ripples. It almost looks like fuzzy moss kind of stuff on them, almost, but that's just how it is. But this is a spirit quartz image, and it means music, which is interesting. Usually, spirit quartz is associated with, well, once again, the ancestors, working with the ancestors and spirits. I mean, it's called spirit quartz, but usually it's used as a crystal connect to ancestors and past loved ones around Samhain. Stibnite. Never heard that one either. Conflict. Well, it looks like lightsabers from Star Wars, kinda. It's like silver little prongs that pop out. Conflict. Makes me think of swords or something. So I can remember that one. Stibnite. Interesting. Here is sunstone, and it means empowerment. Like the sun. This one's a cool one too. Tanzanite. And it means clarity. It looks like underneath the ocean to me, kind of like if you were to like look underneath the sea, see stuff on the bottom of the ocean floor. It kind of makes me think of that. I really like it. Like, I'm obsessed with anything that makes me think of the ocean, because I am so in love with it. It's my favorite place to be. I'm very much an oceanic witch at heart, and I love it. Here's tiger's eye. It means courage. Pretty self-explanatory. And the last card, I gotta get it out, sorry, is pink tourmaline, and it means forgiveness. Alright, and that is all the cards for this deck. Once again. Yep, all the cards for this. So, I just kind of wanted to show you this quick review of this Oracle card deck. Hopefully you enjoyed seeing each and every card. And I guess that's it for this video. Until next time, thanks for watching, guys.